Hello, pizza lovers and those who are always curious. Today, we are going to take you on a delicious journey through the history of pizza, that magical circle topped with cheese and joy that has won the bellies and hearts of people all over the world. Grab a slice and prepare yourself to taste every bit of this appetizing history. Our story starts in ancient Greece. Yes, I said Greece, not Italy. Surprised, right? But the Greeks were already baking sheets of a flat dough called plankuntos as the distant ancestors of our much-loved pizza were first documented by Greek authors around the 5th century BC. Plankuntos were a kind of flatbread baked on hot stones or in clay ovens. These flat doughs were sprinkled with a range of ingredients, such as cheese, garlic, onions, and even herbs. Historical records, including writings by authors such as Athenaeus in the 3rd century AD, all mention these delicious dishes, highlighting their role in the everyday diet of ancient Greece. But hold on, an Italian would be quick to say, "Where's the tomato sauce and buffalo mozzarella cheese? That's not pizza." This bread is at most an improved version of Pizza Hut or Domino's, but it's not proper pizza. I'd suggest that my Italian friend try to be a little less enthusiastic, if their nature allows it, of course, because we're still on the first page of our history's menu. Pizza's origins also go back briefly to the Roman Empire, where they also enjoyed a kind of pizza. But if we consider all flatbreads with different flavored toppings as the ancestors of pizza, we would have to talk about the Egyptians, Babylonians, and other Bronze Age peoples who came up with their own recipes long before Europeans. But let's try to make things a little quicker and move on to the Middle Ages. During this period, our beloved pizza underwent a dramatic transformation. From a simple flat dough, it began to look more like the treat we know today. Pizza was a practical dish for the poor in Naples during the Middle Ages. It was cheap, simple to make, and could be topped with almost anything. The dough acted as an edible board on which different ingredients were added, often whatever was available, such as cheeses, olive oil, small fish, and herbs. But don't go thinking that it was a glamorous dish. Pizza was often seen as the sustenance of peasants and the poor, and was far from the high-class cuisine of palaces. Yet it was this same simplicity that allowed pizza to survive the centuries. Its versatility and easy preparation have made it a staple and popular food among the working classes. Despite its modest origins, pizza started to attract the attention of the upper bourgeoisie and even the nobility. Banquets where pizzas were served as an exotic novelty have been recorded. Pizza started to break down social barriers, showing its potential to become a universal dish. The Middle Ages were a crucial period in pizza's history. This is when it began to establish itself as a popular dish, setting the stage for its worldwide rise to fame in the following centuries. As time went by, pizza gradually evolved and spread throughout Italy, but everything changed in the 17th century with the introduction of a revolutionary new ingredient that would become a staple of most pizzas around the world: the tomato. Fresh out of the New World, tomatoes found their one true love: pizza dough. The Italians initially thought that they were poisonous because of their vivid red color. Thankfully, someone was brave enough to defy this myth, and true pizza as we know it was born. The narrow alleys of Naples resounded with the aroma of pizzas baking in wood-fired ovens, topped with cheese, tomatoes, and basil. That was not just food, it was an edible piece of art. Neapolitan pizza is a simple and authentic treasure that proved its worth during a visit by King Umberto I of Italy and Queen Margherita of Savoy. Keen to try some local food, the Queen ordered several pizzas. Among them was one that captured her attention and her palate: a pizza in the colors of the Italian flag, red, white, and green. The man behind this creation was the Neapolitan pizziaiolo Raffaele Esposito, who cooked this special pizza using red tomatoes, white mozzarella, and green basil leaves. Simple, elegant, and delicious. He called it Pizza Margherita after the Queen. And so, one of the most iconic dishes in world cuisine was born. Pizza Margherita was not just an instant hit at the royal court, but also a symbol of Italian unification. Its colors, reflecting those of the Italian flag, were a subtle but powerful gesture of patriotism in a newly unified country. Once a humble peasant dish, pizza was elevated to royal status, going beyond social and cultural barriers. Neapolitan pizzas are well known for the outstanding quality of their ingredients. The tomatoes used are frequently San Marzano tomatoes, cultivated on the volcanic plains at the foot of Mount Vesuvius. These are renowned for their sweet flavor, low acidity, and firm texture, ideal for pizza sauce. Oh, and let's not forget the mozzarella. Real Neapolitan pizza uses mozzarella di bufala, a soft and creamy cheese made from buffalo milk raised in the Campagna marshes. And we must not overlook the dough. Real Neapolitan pizza dough is a marvel. It's made from just 4 simple ingredients: wheat flour, water, yeast, and salt. The magic comes in the kneading process and the fermentation time, giving the dough that light, airy texture with puffy, crisp edges when it comes out of the wood-fired oven. Having won over the royal palate, pizza was ready for its next adventure, taking on the rest of Italy. When pizza moved out of Neapolitan streets and traveled north, it found new flavors and influences. For example, in Rome, pizza began to take on a thinner, crispier form, contrasting with the softer, airier base of Neapolitan pizza. The Romans also embraced the habit of slicing pizza into squares, an innovation that became popular throughout the city. Pizza history took another delicious turn in Sicily. This is where the sfincione was born, a thicker, fluffier version sprinkled with onions, anchovies, tomatoes, and a touch of oregano and caciocavallo cheese. A real burst of Mediterranean flavors. Making its way further north across Tuscany and Lombardy, pizza started to be seen less as street food and more as a gourmet dish, eaten in upscale restaurants and pizzerias. In such places, local ingredients like porcini mushrooms, truffles, and fine cheeses began to garnish the pizzas, transforming them into a fancy culinary experience. A large influx of Italian immigrants left for the New World during the late 19th and early 20th centuries, especially for the United States and South America. They took with them their traditions, their culture, and of course, their cuisine, including pizza. Pizza found fertile soil for growth in the United States, in cities like New York, Chicago, and Boston. Home to many Italian immigrants, the first pizzerias started popping up, initially as small family-run operations. Pizza came in pieces as a quick and affordable snack, and quickly won the sympathy of the American consumer. The true surge in pizza's popularity, nevertheless, came after the Second World War. American and Allied soldiers stationed in Italy were given the opportunity to experience this local treat. When they returned home, they left with a craving for this simple but amazingly tasty food. Pizza then embarked on its global conquest, spanning from North America to South America, from Europe to Asia. Every place pizza touched was revolutionized. New styles emerged, local ingredients were introduced, and pizza turned into a blank canvas for cooking creativity. Oh, the journey of pizza, a tale of love, tradition, and, well, a few gastronomic felonies. We are talking about the pizza revolution in the United States, where pizza took an unexpected turn into the world of fast food and frozen pizzas. Stand by, pizza purists. This bit might make you feel a bit nauseous. The United States, the land of opportunity and innovation, is where pizza found a new home: convenience. Pizza was reinvented not just as a quick meal, but as a mass consumer product. In the 1950s, the post-war era ushered in a fast-paced lifestyle and the demand for convenient food. This is where frozen pizza came in. The idea of having a frozen pizza was absurd to Italians. Pizza is synonymous with freshness, natural ingredients, and breathable dough, and soft, melty cheese. However, in the United States, frozen pizza became a success as an easy, quick dinner that satisfied the unsophisticated taste buds of the American middle class. Then came the boom in fast food pizza chains, such as Pizza Hut, founded in 1958. Set up by entrepreneurs who didn't even own an Italian grandmother's recipe to try and make their pizzas, they hired a local baker. They apparently created a bread stuffed with every kind of thing they had on hand: hot dog sausages, low-quality processed meat, and other ingredients that would have made any Napoleon call on God to strike these infidel down with a lightning bolt. The pizzas made by American entrepreneurs are as like Neapolitan pizza as American football is to European football. But outlets like Pizza Hut and Domino's turn the pizza-eating experience into a standardized, fast, replicable, and extremely affordable experience. These pizzerias spread out like wildfires, offering pizzas with an almost endless variety of toppings and styles, far removed from Neapolitan traditions. But this pizza revolution was not well accepted by all. It was perceived by many, particularly Italians and pizza purists, as a misrepresentation of the original dish. Pizza, once a symbol of Italian cuisine, had been transformed into an icon of American fast food culture. Few things sting the soul of Italian pizzialos more than the infamous Hawaiian pizza. It seems that putting pineapples on pizza is a deadly sin in Italy. But perhaps that's because the news that the Brazilians have come up with the outlandish idea of making sushi pizza has not yet reached the old world. It seems that insulting the culinary traditions of just one people is not enough for them. This is how we end our brief journey through the history of pizza, a true gastronomic phenomenon that has become more than just an Italian dish and turned into a global phenomenon, a landmark of Italian cuisine that has crossed borders and cultures. Pizza has adapted, evolved, and reinvented itself, mirroring the diversity and creativity of the peoples and countries that have adopted it. If you enjoyed this video, please drop us a suggestion for tasty topics you'd like to see in an upcoming one.